The Cat and the Rain. It was a quiet, rainy afternoon in a small town. The sky was covered with thick, gray clouds, and the soft sound of rain filled the air. Drops of water gently tapped against the windows, the roof, and the leaves outside. It was the kind of day when most people stayed indoors, drinking tea or reading a book. Inside a cozy house, an orange cat named Oliver sat on the windowsill. It was his favorite spot. From there, he could see the garden, the street, and the sky. He often sat there for hours, watching the world go by. Today, however, the world looked different. There was no sunshine, no butterflies, and no birds flying around. The trees moved slowly in the wind, and small puddles grew bigger in the garden. Oliver pressed his soft paw against the cold window and watched a raindrop slide down the glass. He followed it with his eyes, from the top of the window to the bottom. Another drop followed. Then another. The rain was quiet and peaceful, but also a little bit sad. Oliver liked the sunshine. On sunny days, he would lie on the floor where the sun came in through the window. He would stretch out, close his eyes, and feel the warmth on his fur. Sometimes he chased shadows or tried to catch flies. But today, there were no shadows to chase. Only gray light, wet glass, and the sound of falling rain. He yawned, but he didn't move. Outside, a small dog ran past the house, wearing a red raincoat. Oliver's ears perked up. He liked to watch dogs, not too close, but from behind the window, he felt safe. A woman walked quickly down the street, holding a blue umbrella. Her boots splashed through the puddles. A bicycle went by slowly. The rider wore a plastic rain poncho. Oliver flicked his tail. He remembered one time when he had gone outside during the rain. It was a mistake. His human had opened the door, and curious Oliver had stepped out. The ground was cold and wet. His paws got muddy. Big drops fell on his head, and his fur became heavy and sticky. He had run back inside and meowed loudly, asking for a towel. Since then, he never went out in the rain again. Still, it was nice to look at. He listened to the soft rhythm of the rain. Tap, tap, tap. It was like music. Slow, gentle, and a little sleepy. Oliver blinked. The window glass was a little foggy now, and the garden looked blurry. The flowers were bending from the weight of the water. A bird hopped under a bush, trying to stay dry. Oliver felt warm and safe in his house. His bed was just a few steps away, and the kitchen smelled like roasted chicken. Maybe his human would give him a treat soon. But for now, he stayed where he was. Watching. Listening. Thinking. He didn't know where the rain came from. Maybe the sky was sad. Or maybe the clouds were too full and needed to cry. But whatever the reason, it was okay. The world was soft and slow today. And that was fine. After a while, Oliver stretched his body, curled up on the windowsill, and closed his eyes. The rain continued to fall. The world outside was still wet and gray. But inside, everything was warm, quiet, and calm. Oliver began to purr, slowly, softly. Maybe tomorrow the sun would come. Maybe the birds would return, and the shadows would dance again. But for now, the rain was enough.